Great. Today we're going to be doing an activity, okay, dealing with character trait. Okay, a character trait, okay, is how my character is as a person, not what he does, but how they act or what kind of person they are. Okay, you could definitely tell what kind of person is by their actions, what they're doing. But here we're just going to we're dealing with character traits. Okay, so if I say that Johnny is running down the road, the word running, is that a character trait? No, because it's something that he's doing. Okay, you still could be a good person and probably do something that's bad or something that's good. Okay, but a character trait is how is my character as a person? And here's some examples. Okay, all these words right here: brightful, cheerful, friendly. They all mean nice. Okay, this one, mean. All these words here mean the same thing as mean. Okay, if you want to pick a word that means that means the same or similar to sad, you could be hopeless, lonely, lonesome, miserable. So these are all examples of the word sad that you could use instead of the word sad. So these are all character traits. Some character traits could be positive, some can be negative. If you're confident, these are the character traits that apply to you. So if I'm confident, I could be brave. Okay. If I'm nervous, I'm probably anxious. Okay. Maybe I'm nervous for my game that I'm coaching on Friday. Okay. Does a lot. You're always moving. You're active. If you're not doing very much or does very little, you're bored or boring. Or opposites. Okay. The opposite of calm would be hyperactive. Opposite of funny. Okay. If I see a funny movie, sometimes I'll see a serious movie or a drama. Okay, these are all character traits. So we're going to do a Google slide activity using character traits. Okay, so each of you will click, hold, and drag the character trait to the characterization statement or the statement that fits that character trait. So here's a perfect example. So we're going to read each character trait definition and then decide which character trait fits that definition. So I have it says, I have something come up last minute, and I am willing to change my plans. My character trait is, well, I have 6 choices. It could be courageous, responsible, flexible, friendly, sneaky, or talkative. Now, look at my cursor. Right now, it's an arrow. Okay. If I want to move the object, I'm going to move my cursor until I see a plus sign with arrows at the end. From there, I need to click it and hold it and then move it over and then let go, and it's there. So obviously, if I have something to come up at the last minute and I'm willing to change, my character trait is flexible. So move your mouse to where you see the plus sign with all the arrows at the end. Click it and hold it, and then move it over to where it says right underneath the statement. So if I have something that comes up at the last minute and hey, I'm willing to change it, that means I'm flexible. My character trait is flexible. Great, now let's go ahead and do the other statement. It says, I get assigned to work with a group of students on a project and we work together. My character trait is, well, courageous, responsible, friendly, sneaky, or talkative. That would probably be friendly. If I'm willing to work with somebody else, you're right, friendly would be the correct character trait. So again, I'm moving my mouse to where I see the plus sign with the arrows at the end. I'm going to click and hold and then drag it over. And there's a little square there, right? That tells you where you're going to let it go. If you let it go, you'll see that you moved it over to the correct statement. So if I get assigned to work with a group of students on a project and we work together, my character trait is friendly. And you'll do the same thing, but now you're going to have more practice. Go and click on slide number 3. Thank you. Slide number 3. So here you have 3 statements that you're going to have to pick. A character trait that matches each definition or statement. Okay, for example, let's do the first one. It says, I am in class and I see someone cheat on a test. I go and quietly tell the teacher. So out of all those character traits, we have courageous, responsible, cooperative, hardworking, creative, funny, organized, lazy, curious, talented, optimistic, shy, jealous, nervous, polite, flexible, intelligent, patient, kind, loyal, friendly, honest, talkative, sneaky, selfish, greedy, respectful, rude, calm, brave, lucky, clever, and reckless. And I just need one character trait per definition. So if I am in class and I see someone cheat on a test, I go and quietly tell the teacher my character trait is responsible or honest. I want to tell the truth. So again, move the mouse to where I see the plus sign with all the arrows on each end. Click and hold, and then drag it over, and then let go. Excellent. So now let's look at statement number 2, or the definition. I had something come up at the last minute. I am willing to change my plans. Well, that was the example that we used. That would be flexible. So I'm going to go to flexible. My cursor just changed to the plus sign with the arrows at the end. Click and hold, and then drag it over. Now, if I move my cursor to right above the word, do I have the X with the arrows at the end? No, I need to move it over a little bit so I can see the X with the white arrows at each end. And then the third definition, I did my homework each night and turned it in the next day. My character trait would be organized. Could be organized. What else? Responsible, hardworking. Any of those would fit. So again, make sure the cursor is at the plus sign with each arrow at the end. Click it and hold it, and then drag it over. So go ahead and click on the slide number 4. Now we have the same character traits on the list, okay, but now we have 3 different definitions. So we're going to do slide number 4 together, and then after that, you'll be doing slide 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and 13. You'll do those on your own. So this is slide number 4. Let's go and work on this together. It says, I'm watching TV, texting friends, and doodling on my to-do list instead of doing my homework. My character trait is probably lazy. The second definition, it says, I am a teacher and I always greet all of my students and other students that walk by my classroom. You could say friendly, kind, respectful would be a good one. Okay, so friendly, kind, respectful, those are all good. I just need one definition. Again, I'm moving my mouse to where I see the plus sign, the arrows at the end. You're going to click and then drag it over. And then the last definition there, in slide number 4, I get assigned to work with a group of students on a project, and we work together.
Friendly.
That probably would be friendly, meaning people like to work with you. So now it's your turn. So you'll be doing slides 5 through 13. Okay, when you're all done, okay, there's an extra little project that you'll be doing. So if you can go to slide 14 for me, please. And no, this is not optional. You will do it. Okay, this is a fun activity. So using the content from the activity, okay, you will pick one character trait that matches you. Okay, you will type the character trait on the slide. So on slide 15, where it says my character trait is, so example, I'm going to pick responsible. So you'll type in responsible or whatever character trait you pick. And you see where it says picture? I'm going to insert a picture there. So if I'm going to click insert, image is a fancy word of saying picture. I'm going to click on that. Okay, and then I'm going to search for it. And I want you to type in the character trait that you have, and then type in the word clipboard at the end. Responsible. And then try to find one. I don't know. Interesting. Search for a picture, and then once you find the picture, you'll click select, and then you'll attach it. So when I'm searching for a picture, I just put in responsible and scroll down till you have the picture that you want. So I'm going to pick this picture here with the dog, and it looks like the owner of the dog is putting the bag of what he did into the trash can, right? Isn't that being responsible to make sure that the parks are clean? And I'm going to select that. And then from here, you see the blue boxes around the picture. If you go to one of the corners, click and drag just like you did with the character trait and move it, it gets smaller. And then from there, what you'll do is you'll write a definition. Okay. So example, the dog owner threw away the poop bag into the trash can. And that's it. So then when you're all done, you'll be able to submit it. Okay, so enjoy working on the assignment. You may begin.